Yeah. Happy Sunday, fun day. It's your boy Next Step. Live off my birthday weekend. I want to say happy 47th to me. 48 on the way. Happy to be here. Another gracious year the Lord has given me. You know what I'm saying? Birthday was Friday. Um, super dope, but I feel like I'm really getting old now. You know what I'm saying? When somebody asks you your age and you say that numbers, it's like, damn. But it's a good thing because a lot of people don't get a chance to see this particular age. So I'm forever grateful to see this age of 47. I had a great weekend. Started off Friday, day off. Um, my oldest daughter, who works, who's on her way to Dell State next year, graduates this year. I'm super proud of her, Nayla. She treated me to hibachi grill. We went to hibachi Friday night after she got home from school, and my baby girl Alyssa got on from basketball practice. 'Cause her first basketball game is Monday. I'm super excited about that. Um, and then went there, ate, had a good time. Then Saturday, relaxed, did some moving and shaking, and then went to my man Lawrence next door to me, 2 doors up from me, and my where I live at. And his birthday was yesterday, so he celebrated his 50th. So big happy birthday to Lawrence. And I went to his event last night in which he implemented me inside of his celebration, which was cool. I appreciate Lawrence and Rashida and the family for inviting us, but also giving light to my birthday as well. So I really appreciate that. And happy birthday to Lawrence, and thank y'all to your family for implementing my birthday inside of your celebration. Um, didn't drink too much though. I didn't drink too much, but I had a good time. Got home late. My boy didn't think I was gonna make it. He thought I was gonna be a little twisted. But I said, I can't let the show down. So I'm here. I'm definitely here. Big shout out and happy birthday to nephew Xavier Brown, who's going to St. Joe's Roman Catholics point guard. His birthday was Saturday as well, December 3rd, the day after mine. I want to say happy birthday to him. Continue in good faith in the Lord and having a great season. They came off a big win. They beat White Marsh, I believe, this weekend. Um, Shout out to Emotep. They got their first win of the season. And Emotep football is on their way to states. They won the championship. And they're on their way to states as well. I'm trying to just remember some things. I don't write stuff down. I love not being correct in certain situations and not knowing everything. So that's my pet peeve. Kay will be here with the facts. That's my guy. He'll be here soon. But yeah. What else is there? Uh, I did see last night. Sam Sessoms, youngin, hit a buzzer beater for the win for Coppin State last night. Crazy work ethic. Um, Big shot. Also, I saw that USC nephew Eric Gentry over there. They had a chance to be in the playoffs, and Utah beat them, and now they're going to be out. And I believe Ohio State will probably move into that fourth slot. Uh, but yeah, man, it was a great weekend, man. A great weekend. Um, like I said, birthday weekend. I don't do too much. I don't ask for too much or anything like that. But yeah, man, I'm here. Happy Sunday, fun day. You in the basement with your boy Next Step and K. Please hit that like and subscribe button. K should be in here in a second. Then we have gonna talk about this. Dion going to Colorado. Yeah, Dion going to Colorado. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, but Dion accepting the job at Colorado. Um, Big shout out to Deion Sanders. If you in here, make sure you hit that like button. Say something so I know that you're here. Like I said, I'm here. Fresh off the birthday weekend. You know, women celebrated all weekend. I just celebrated it Friday night, but it led into what up, my guy, man? Ain't seen you in a long time. My dad and me radio show. Why Prime? Why Prime is because the folks know how to ride a coattail of success, and they know how to throw money in front of our face, and they know that we're gonna grab it more than likely. You know, I did want to jump into that right away. I wanted to get get my boy K in here in a second so that he can help elaborate on how I felt about this, how to see how he feel as well. But yeah, man, I look at it like, even though they try to throw some monkey wrenches in there, talking about his school that faulted and all that stuff. Um, my boy is building. My boy is in the building, man. My boy is here. My boy is here.
Make sure I got everything here.
Yes, you in the basement with your boy. Next step in who?
K.
K is in the building, man. Listen. Oh, hold on. Let me get a little front. Alexa, turn on studio lights.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Well,
Yeah, there
somebody,
we go. There
come
we go.
on, man.
There
With
we
the
go. There we
showing
go.
off,
No, no,
man.
my bad.
Come
My
on with
bad.
the
My
showing
bad.
off.
My
Really?
bad. My bad. My
Really?
bad. Yeah,
Really, man?
you in the basement with Next Step and K, and man, listen. I'm telling everybody, I'm fresh off my birthday. It was
Yeah, happy
Friday.
birthday, man.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
how
Thank
was
you.
everything? I'm
Oh
reporting
man.
from a undisclosed location myself.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm over
yeah.
here. I'm over here dog sitting over here
Oh
once
man,
again.
you
The
got you
great
on.
midnight. Come here,
Yes.
midnight. Come here. Come
Yeah.
here.
So I had a great weekend, man. I had a great weekend. Um, what up, Keith? Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, brother.
appreciate you, man.
Penn Charter coming off 2 wins this weekend.
3-0.
Yeah, 3-0. I see Coach Dave Bass over there, head coaching over there.
Shout
I
out to
watched it.
Noel.
I watched it on YouTube. But yeah, my
Okay.
birthday weekend was great. My birthday weekend was great, man. Friday night, my oldest Nayla took me out to Hibachi. We went to Hibachi Grill. You know what I mean?
All right.
I'm super proud of her. You know, she started working about a year, 2 years ago, and she's
Mmm.
been
Love it.
very, very. What's the word I'm looking for? Um, Unselfish. Self.
Oh,
She's very unselfish. You know, she has a selfish way because she's still a Nayla. She's still her mother's child.
a
But
teenager. Still a
yeah,
teenager. What?
but she does a lot for what she can do. You know what I mean, as far as helping out with, as far as gifts and things like that. But she treated the whole family to hibachi Friday night.
Mm.
Yeah, so we went to hibachi Friday night. Then Saturday night, my neighbor Lawrence, his birthday is December 3rd.
Shout
So
out.
he had his 50th birthday party last night. So this is what you said. You ain't think I was gonna make it in,
I didn't
but
think you were gonna make it in, man.
right,
I
right,
was gonna
so
be honest with you. I was gonna do
right.
this thing. I was gonna fly this plane solo.
But I'm here, bro. I couldn't let the people down, man. Couldn't let our people down. Couldn't let our people down. So I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, and we got in late, but it is what
That's
it is. That's
cool.
why I
That's cool,
started a
man.
little bit late because I was a little, yeah, little couple minutes,
You
a little
sound like
couple minutes.
it was like the beginning of Menace to Society when he was like Kane,
Yeah,
Kane,
yeah. Oh, Tiny
Kane,
Nuts, thank you, thank you, Tiny Nuts. I appreciate it.
KD.
Selfless, yeah, that's the word I was looking for, Keith.
Yes.
Selfless. She's very selfless, and but she get that from her dad because I tend to be a giver. Pause.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man. I had a great weekend, and then I watched. Yesterday I was chilling before we went out and watched the Penn Charter game yesterday. Then Friday night I also watched the Penn Charter game while I
That
was
was a
at
good game on
Hibachi.
Friday.
While I
I ain't
was
gonna
at
hold you. It
Hibachi,
was actually a good game.
I was at Hibachi, and everybody Keith was like, "Yo, you ain't got no. Just watch it tomorrow when you can watch it." And I'm at Hibachi with my phone. I'm like, they like didn't keep that's right. Like didn't keep say don't watch the game. I'm like, I can't help
Damn,
it. I
don't get
watched my
smacked in the
guy
back
son
of the
play.
head.
You know what I'm
Don't get
saying?
smacked
But
in
I
the
had
back
to
of the
watch the
head.
guy.
Please
I had to
don't.
watch the guy's son. Yeah.
Please don't get smacked in the back of the head. Please
Right.
don't.
So I watched the game and everything while we was at the dinner, but I still was paying attention to what was going on. So it wasn't like I was just totally into the team.
Yeah. I mean, I could give you the breakdown, really, if anything.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
I really thought, to be honest with you, I really actually thought that Abington was going to come out with the win.
They was shooting their lights, shooting Penn Charter lights out. They was shooting Penn Charter lights out.
Penn Charter. Sorry, guys, but yeah, they were giving everything you guys wanted.
Yeah,
And I'm not even going to pause on that. There is no pause on that. They were giving everything y'all wanted. Everything.
Yeah, they definitely
You wanted threes.
Shout out to Ife over there. Ife, he's on his way to Ryder next year. He's another kid that I had the opportunity to coach as well. But yeah, he's on his way to Ryder, part of the PTT family, Philly Triple Threat. But yeah, man, it was a good game. It was a great game, and Penn Charter showed resilience and defense stepped up when they played that man. That defense, that press, they put their press on, and little guy couldn't handle that.
I was wondering when they were gonna come out that zone because
oh shit, they had another game. They had played back to backs yesterday.
For real, damn.
They beat Malvern last night. That's nice. Okay, they setting them up. They setting them up.
It's setting up like a pro schedule or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Home and homes, back to backs.
Right. Same days, like
same day joints. Because I was at the Saturday game.
Okay.
And great win for Penn Charter. Shout out to Penn Charter. They were playing the Hill School, and the Hill School has some pretty good athletes. They had a couple shooters out there. They had a guy who could. They had a guy who could actually really get in the post and really like take over that mid range, that elbow extended free throw line area.
Okay.
Technically, yeah, I agree with you, Keith. Technically, Abington beat them, but thanks to Penn Charter's resilience at the end, when like you said, when they threw that 2-2-1 press on them, that 2-2-1, they started turning the guards. They started turning every time, because as soon as I seen them turn like towards the half court line, towards the corner, I was like, it's over. Now you got 3 men on you. Now you got 3 men on you. You got the sideline, and you got the 2 guys trapping you, and you got the half court line too. Because as soon as you step over, that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what we used to do at PTT when I had Keith and Ramir and all them. I used to call it chaos, and it was a wrap. When I called chaos, it was a wrap. We was getting
2-2-1, man. Listen, man, if you know how to run that 2-2-1 right, like 2 of your fast guards, then you have your forwards, and you got your center as your safety and stuff like that. If you know how to run that press right, 9 times out of 10, your center will not even have to touch the ball. Because it's going to be clamped. By the time it gets to that second level of defense, it's going to get clamped already. So, but yeah, definitely shout out to the Penn Charter boys.
Yeah, shout out to Penn Charter boys.
Shout out to the Penn Charter girls too. They were actually playing in DC. It was a tournament in DC, and
Malvern.
Yeah. Shout out to Abington. Shout out to my man Little Jason out there getting buckets. Hopefully, got a couple strong rebounds, but. Like I told you before, Jason, be strong with that ball, man, because those little guys, man, they're slapping that ball away. So just be strong with the board, but congratulations on the win. But shout out to the Penn Charter girls. They actually they went to DC for a tournament, and they lost by 3 to St. Francis Xavier in DC. So they'll be back though. They'll be back. I'll be back to support you guys. I think they have a game on Tuesday or something like that. Get that win back. Shout out to the girls, coaching staff, Brianna Butler. So, and other than that, I mean, I know MOTEP. As a matter of fact, MOTEP actually played yesterday.
They played yesterday. They won.
Shout them out.
Roman Catholic won. And I gave a big shout out to nephew Xavier Brown. Xavier's birthday was yesterday as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So a big shout out to X. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so MOTEP, for those who were tardy to the party, MOTEP beat South Shore yesterday 69-51.
Okay. Yeah, so it was a great weekend.
Yeah, college basketball. Yeah, actually, yep. Yeah, me. Actually, Jason. Yep, the layup king. He's actually at Abington now. Demetrius. He's about 6'3", lanky, long. Basketball player's body now starting to grow into his body. So shout out to Jason, aka the layup king.
Yeah.
Um,
Make sure I hit that like and subscribe button. But I did really want to. I mean, if anything else as far as high school stuff pop up, we definitely want to talk
yeah,
about it. But
most
as
definitely. We
well,
can. Yeah.
I want to talk about the Deion Sanders, University of Colorado.
What's your take on that, my brother? Talk to me.
My take on it is I mean, I'm happy for Deion,
Mm-hmm.
the opportunity, but it's like once you reach a certain success, then they want to come and get us from what we standing on.
Mm.
So remember, Deion was preaching. I'm trying to bring back the HBCUs, this and other, and he
Mm-hmm.
did. In his 2
Mm-hmm.
years, he did. He definitely did. But this is when the conflict of interest come in because it's like you left the HBCUs to tell our kids to start going to the HBCUs. You go
Mm-hmm.
into a power university.
And Power
So now,
Five.
do you tell these same kids that you was preaching to go to HBCUs to come to you
Mm-hmm.
now?
Yeah, well, I
You
mean,
see what I'm
it goes
saying?
it goes two ways. It goes two ways
You see
because
what I'm saying?
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But also, you can also use this as a platform for for him to be a gatekeeper. For bringing these guys who are coming through like the HBCUs or coming through like the smaller schools, because like conferences like the Big 12, Pac 12, especially Big 10, not so Big East, but definitely Big 10, ACC.
Mhm.
Also, my bad. Speaking of ACC, we definitely want to give a shout out to Isaiah Richards, who is the son of Janice Richards, who I used to work with back in the day. Isaiah
Okay.
actually was playing at University of North Carolina, and they were playing in Clemson yesterday. So I'm not sure. I
Uh,
think that might be his
Clemson,
last game. Yeah,
Clemson beat
Clemson
them.
won. Yeah,
Yeah.
Clemson won, but he plays offensive tackle. Let me tell you something. Great offensive tackle. I seen him from a freshman to a senior, and from what I was seeing all through the game, because I was watching it back and forth, like every time Dave May was back there
Hmm.
to like throw the ball and scramble, he never got touched back there when he was on Asir's side. Like number 72, look for
Hmm.
him. He did a great job. I think he was third team All ACC. If I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I got it wrong. But hopefully, just definitely try to look for him on the next level. But he did a great job. Congratulations on an awesome career, Asir, and also to the Richards family. Shout out to Delta Sigma Theta too, because she's also a Delta too, incorporated.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Okay.
so Keith said no big school wanted to take a chance on him because they didn't think he was a real coach. Showed him them now to get that real money. Yeah.
And I understand that totally. At the same token, but at the same time, he was killing all these big schools for taking our kids. You see what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day,
Right. Right.
all these kids that you got to come to you at Jackson State,
Mm-hmm.
now that you left,
Mm-hmm.
what is that to tell? What are they gonna do? Because they came there for you.
Transfer portal.
You know what I'm saying? I understand, but there's only a certain amount of scholarships available at the Colorado. The whole Jackson State ain't gonna be able to go to Colorado.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
And this is exactly what I'm about to say. Uh, uh, Dean Smith said, "What about the kids like Travis who
Mm-hmm.
completely redirected the course of his life because he believed in Dion, what Dion was saying, only to have him leave the first opportunity thrown his way." Now, Tiny Nuts, this ain't the first opportunity that was thrown Dion way, so I will say that. But at the same token, you're exactly right, and that was my
Mm-hmm.
perspective. How can you tell the kids that you was trying to not to push them away from going to these other schools to
Mm-hmm. Okay.
invest in the HBCU, and then you bolt and leave and go to one of those schools, which I had a feeling was going to happen because his success breeds them to come down and swoop and try to throw the money in his face. And
Mm-hmm.
not to say that he needed the money. We're not going to say that because Dion has plenty of endorsements, whether he
Pretty
ran through his
much.
NFL money or whatever the case may be.
Nah. Nah.
But I'm just saying in general,
Mm-hmm.
there is a look that all those kids gonna look at them and look at him and say, "Well, coach, we came here because we believed in
For
you,
you.
and
Mm-hmm.
you done bolted out on us." Now, I understand. Now, I do understand there is there could be a ladder there for him to bring another NFL former player to that school, but it's still not going to be the same impact
Right.
that Dion has had on the community. One, those
Mm-hmm.
players, and the belief in that school. He did. I will say again, he did bring some attention to the HBCUs as he
Sure
said he
did.
was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
As he said he was going to do. And he definitely did that. But
Mm-hmm.
now do those HBCUs lose that momentum that they was creating once he left? Because he was the forefront of that. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? He was definitely the forefront of that. And now that he's gone, now those other coaches are going to say that can't get that opportunity on the next level. Are going to say, see, I told y'all he wasn't going to be there too much longer. And
Yeah.
he went right to working for them now.
Well, Colorado. Well, I mean, and also too, you also have to look at it too, like from Colorado's standpoint, because I think they're using him just as much as he's using them, because because Colorado is the last time I saw Colorado even in contention for a bowl game was like 2006 or something
SB
like
here.
that.
Right.
And then also too, I mean, you look at a Big 12 school, it's a Power 5 conference like
Got you,
Colorado
SB. Hold on 1 second, SB.
to
Right.
like compete with the other schools over there on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Like Deion Sanders, he's a sexy pick. It's the name.
Right.
He's bringing the name over. Really, to be
Right.
honest with you, because to be honest with you, I really think they're not really concerned about his coaching, because now Colorado right now they're so far back, like they're just grasping at straws. Like, what do we need to get?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's like Georgetown. If Georgetown was like really bad in the Big East,
Mm-hmm.
that's like getting Allen Iverson as a offensive like coordinator or something like that. Like, yeah, let me get sources say that Allen Iverson will be joining the Georgetown coaching staff.
Right. Right.
Now,
Right.
no disrespect to AI.
SB, I got you in a second. I'm building the scene.
AI is a pro's pro, but coaching,
Right. Right.
you know,
It's the look.
yeah,
It's the
because
look.
you're right. It's just a look, and I think that's just the look that Colorado is trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
Also, more diversity. Also it's a Nike funded school to get more money, more revenue. And college football is a big business. So
Mm-hmm.
also, but now if I was Dion, this is just me. This is just Casey speaking now. You
Mm-hmm.
can even give me the minds of K if you want, but it's like if I was I would definitely use this platform to get as many people in Colorado as possible. Like I'm trying to I'm flooding everything.
Right.
Like,
Right.
oh, we're getting all black offensive coordinators, all
Uh-huh.
black
He's
defensive
building his staff.
coordinators.
They said I
We
think they
build
said something
everything.
about he might be taking his staff with him.
Kids, if you want to come through, kids, if you want to come through, I'm definitely the gatekeeper through here. Even though I'm not at Jackson State, I'm going to leave people there
Right.
for me who are in charge, who are going to get you. If you need to transfer over to this school, come on through,
Right.
or transfer to another school of your choice out there in the West Coast that can get you more notoriety and stuff like that. But I definitely agree with you on that. I
Yeah.
mean, because he's just like, yeah, we're gonna do all this stuff for the for the HBCUs and the MEAC conferences and the SWAC and stuff like that. And yeah, you kind of bolted on. It's like, oh, okay, this is now what do we now we got to start from square one again.
Right.
You know,
You in the building
but
with Next Step and K, and our boy SB Talks Sports is in the building. What up,
what up,
SB?
SB?
What's up, family? What's up, man? What's going on?
Chilling. Yeah,
Same
so
old, same old.
that's pretty much my take on it. In regards, I mean, I know it definitely is a bad taste in my mouth. Like if I was a
Yeah.
player
Yes.
and I'm going to like my maybe sophomore to junior year, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
ready to take that next step, and I know I'm ready to take that next step under that tutelage and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would feel some type of way. Like I'm
Yep.
transferring, bro. Like, yo,
Yep.
Coach Dion, where you going? You going to Colorado? I'm transferring too.
Yep.
I am
Look
transferring too.
like I came in
SV.
at the right time.
Yes,
You
you
sure
did.
did.
Yes, you
Welcome,
did.
welcome, man. How was your week, man? How was your week and weekend?
Tired, a little bit tired. Too much going on. Baby been sick. Gotta getting the car fixed, so too much going on.
Okay,
But
well,
besides that, we here.
speedy
We here,
recovery.
baby. We here, baby.
Yeah, speedy
You
recovery to the
definitely
little
had.
one.
Yeah, no. It's a lot of things I got to say about the Dion situation. First off, one with the
Uh,
people calling him a sellout. I don't agree with him being called a sellout from the
Not at
point.
all.
From the
Not at
point of
all.
perspective is he took a job where it wasn't relevant, made it relevant, put a lot of eyes on a lot of players who didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Two, Just because his life goals does not match up with your life goals, it shouldn't be a problem. You
That's
know,
right.
Right.
because at the end of the day, we don't know what Dion had said and what his mindset was. Because if you go watch, I just watched a video of him touring, and he was just happy, like, okay, now we got this, this. He was ready to upgrade and move to the next level. People just stretching the HBCU thing, and I feel like it's not fair to him because you don't know that maybe he want to put more eyes on his son to play at a high level because he played like his numbers was Hasman like, but what he
Mm-hmm.
get considered? No, because he's too small down. Then you got other coaches who might want another position to get up. I know everybody feel like the player. I know I can't use tomorrow. Like if you was a player, you'll feel mad to be left behind. I feel like Dion probably was clear cut with his players. Probably let them know straight up.
He
And,
was.
and
He
it's like,
definitely was.
how can you blame him for not taking it? And it ain't like and he's still getting like the little blackball type of thing because it ain't like he went from Jackson State to Florida State or Alabama or something. Colorado is not
Right.
good. It's just a D1 school where he could probably get more
Right.
money. He got a better, like I said, better facilities, and also people don't realize Dion was spending a lot of money out his own pocket to
Pocket.
help.
Yeah.
That's
He
right.
the, yeah.
People
He was
don't
only
realize
making
that.
his money off of ticket sales
Yeah, and
at
then
Mm-hmm.
Jackson
also
State.
you
I
got
will
to
say that.
understand this though. It's still a business, and you got to make your thing go. Okay, perfect example. You was using Restream when I first got on here, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You
Sure.
switched to EV
Sure.
Mux because
Yep.
it was better programming,
Yep.
whatever how you want to look at it. You
Mm-hmm.
got to do what's best for business and best for you at the
Right.
end
That's
of the day.
right.
And who am
Right.
I to
That's
say
right.
that? So
Mm-hmm.
for me, I don't have a problem with them. I feel like the sellout thing because I feel like we get too caught up in it just trying to call somebody something because he didn't do nothing that you want to do. His life go, our life goals probably don't match up. It's something that he want to do. He already had this planned out since he was coaching little high schoolers and
Mm-hmm.
everything. At every
Mm-hmm.
level he been saying he moved up, and he got other people he talked about. He got coaches that took less money. He trying to help them get to the next level. Then also he already got somebody who he want to put in place to set them guys up. They probably won't be as popular with Dion,
Right.
but they still like got the name for themselves. And he already
Mm-hmm.
explained to the players too that don't just try to just be like, yeah, you went to Jackson State and just hop in the transfer portal. Think it's cool. No, make sure you understand what you're doing, and we got people who gonna help. Because you
Right.
know
That's
his
right.
son go with him, and everybody like, oh, he did Travis dirty. He left Travis. I said no, he didn't. Travis was a top cornerback. His status have not dropped since he been in Jackson State. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
he needs to really move up because it looked too easy for him down here when he
Mm.
played. If you
Yeah.
actually watch the Jackson State games.
Yeah.
And only thing I'll probably say for him, me personally, looking at him as a player, he need to gain some more weight. That's it. He
Well,
need to
that's
actually
freshman year. You know how that
freshman
is.
year,
You
he's
come
getting
coming in as your high school weight, maybe put on like five or so pounds. You
yeah.
ain't heavyweight
Mm-hmm.
Only,
and
only,
stuff.
only, only players I can guarantee for sure that's gonna go with him probably is his sons.
Shoot,
And I think Travis,
both his sons going.
Might go, but if not, Travis gonna probably get an offer to go anywhere. Travis
Yeah.
not hurt off that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I
Thank
guarantee that
you.
some players who played at Jackson State who wasn't getting noticed is probably gonna go up to a higher level too.
Yeah,
That's right.
now
Mm-hmm.
we'll say those kids that transfer from like the Ole Misses and stuff like that went to Jackson State. Now they had that on their resume as well that they won a championship down at Jackson State before they leave it because that transfer portal was
Yeah.
only for one. They only coming down there for 1 year, but at the same token, Mont says he said something on here. Hold on 1 second. First, Keith said this. He said he's going to leave them to get a job in the NFL. Keith, I would say no. He made it clear he don't want to coach grown men because of his mentality,
Right.
and he don't have the patience for grown men that's being paid to do a job that don't want to do what they want to do what they need to do. He said that
Yeah.
blatantly. He said that very clear. He said, I will stay on the high school or college level. I do not want to coach no grown men because my mentality is different for how they look at things. I definitely will say that. I heard him say that himself in the interview. The SB, Dean Smith said SB is a problem when you talk black empowerment. And once again, that's exactly what I was saying because at the same token, he's saying us, we, and then you go work for them. So, like SB said as well, you don't know what his angle is to what he's trying to do, which I totally understand. But it's just like almost to a point we have to look at it in some kind of contradiction to what he's doing. But at the same token, if he's putting some other people in place,
Yeah. I think that's
and
the
his
master plan. I think.
his team to get to that next level, to ride that coattail of what Jackson State did, and he gets people to step up, former players like himself and his coaching staff to jump in there and say, hey, listen, I'm not leaving y'all with nothing. I'm leaving y'all with some kind of substance there that y'all just have to buy into how he's or they're coaching.
This was my problem with that though. What he said, because
Good one, Larry.
the problem we get too caught up in is feel like somebody owed us something. Has not Jackson State get quadruple the attention that they never had before? Has not Jackson
new
Absolutely.
facilities,
Absolutely.
uniforms,
new players,
HBCU, all the
championships.
HBCU. He did add money did fundraising for other HBCUs to get new fields and things like that.
What more do you
Television
need?
contracts, Nike endorsement,
ESPN.
He definitely got ESPN,
ESPN.
and I'm not. And it's not ESPN like at the end, like at around like 9 o'clock, where you're about to go to bed.
No,
this
he
thing
got
is
him
like
on. He
prime
got
time
on
hours,
prime
like
time. Yes,
that's what I'm saying. So what
1
else
through like 5 or something like that. 1 through 5 p.m.
I can't move up in my own tenure because you want to feel like I'm leaving the black empowerment when I already put everybody in position of power. If I gave you the position of power, right, and I put you up in a high pedestal, and I leave and go to another level, I might go to another place where you feel like, whatever, there's white man people, I hate that, whatever. But I go there, I put you in position of power. Now everybody looking at me like, oh, you done left Steph. Now you done left Steph. Like, no, bro, maintain it. I gave you the blueprint. I done put y'all a step forward than what y'all wasn't that. I did my job. Now let me go do my. Can I go do my thing?
Now, the same way I use my resources, y'all can use your resources.
That I help build more.
That I help build. Yeah, because I'm still part of the Jackson State community. Family. Yeah, I'm still a part of that, but it's just that I'm wearing a different uniform. So I don't believe he's totally turns back. I'll never say that he's totally turning his back or anything, because he's still. I guarantee you're gonna see next year DEON stop in Jackson State to see the guys and stuff like that on their off week or whatever the case may be. He's still gonna let his presence be known, but he still I really do believe that he's given the opportunity to other former players that want to get into this coaching status to allow them to ride the coattail that he created to keep on building, because if they do the same thing, that means that they're going to get another opportunity. So then they can lead the next group of guys that want to get into coaching.
And he also showed that you can build something with an HBCU, because HBCUs, as much as everybody think, like, as much as black people is known as being these super athletes and we just like this, most historic black schools better known for education than sports. We talk about more in the books than they do on any court. You know what I'm saying? So I just like I just said, I just hate that from the point we just always feel like the entitlement of somebody else. So it's not my. I don't have the right to tell you can't do something with your life because I feel like, black empowerment. I feel like you traded on us. You said, no, you're not, bro. You doing what's best for you and your life as a person. That's fine. You cannot say they have not benefited from having DEON there. HBCU's been on primetime market and made money. He put them in a position. He showed that you can win with the team. You show you can recruit. And you showed you can properly, just as well, obviously, because you only have so many resources, but you can still maintain and properly train players to play at an elite level. And all you got to do now, I done left it. I want to go do my thing over here because I want to get at a higher level. Maintain it.
That's it. Like you said, he's building a legacy. Like, because I'm sure because he's Deion Sanders, so we already know the magic that he can make at a small school. And then he could definitely make a bigger splash at this school, because it is in the Power 5 conference. I get it, but it's not going to have all the attention. Like, let me see. I think Colorado's in the Pac-12, so that's like the UCLA's, the Cows, the Washington State's, USC.
He didn't go nowhere big. He didn't go nowhere. It's like he got a stack.
There's really no pressure, and they're giving him
a trash team.
Yeah, they're giving him full control of what, they're probably giving him everything he needs. Like, listen, you want a budget? We got that budget for you. You want a budget for recruiting? We got that for you. You want this? You want that? You want to go out this and that, da-da-da-da. Like, so basically, he's building, like, a lot of stuff there for other, because let's say, I'll play devil's advocate. Let's say he does leave for, like, an NFL job or something like that. From what he's going to do at Colorado and build that, he's going to leave something for somebody else, too.
Yeah,
so basically, he's pulling the Popovich. Basically, he's pulling the Popovich.
All right. Listen, I I appreciate all the comments. Let me get to some of these comments. Daryl said, "What's up?" Well, LaShawn said,
What up,
"Good
LaShawn?
morning." We're gonna kill that bird and just say good morning with the sun.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna end that right there.
Woo, woo,
Uh,
woo, woo.
Dion, I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly. Dionysus, D.
Deon's a clown.
Dion is a clown. Listen, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button because we got people in here. There ain't that many likes. I appreciate y'all locking in with us. I mean, everybody had their own opinion, but you can't say what he didn't do. That's the key thing there, because there's a lot of times where we could say what somebody went there, say they're going to do and didn't do. Daryl says he donated his salary, got better facilities, a field for practice, and put them in places to succeed. Yes, he did, for
What more
sure.
do you want from him?
Exactly. Daryl Dean Smith said Jackson, Mississippi is one of the poorest communities in the U.S. Now that he's leaving, the economy will take a blow. I believe the economy may take a blow, but then again, like I said, if it's the people that he put in position can continue the legacy that he's created there, there's a possibility for that to continue. You got to put a face there. You have to put a face there for sure.
My question for Dean is, okay, what else can Deion Sanders do? What else do you want him to do?
One win college program.
That's what I want to ask. He done went undefeated, won 2 championships. What else is there for him to do? Because that's what I really want to ask people when they just be like,
because after a while, he's going to be a big fish in a little pond. Right. After a while,
exactly.
Because
all
you're
the kids
going
going
to
to
be dominating everything. You're going to dominate everything.
Exactly. You understand?
Because then even if they try to move Jackson State up, he already said because his O line and stuff like he won't be able to compete against nobody big enough, and they not
yet.
Not
yet. He never will. He never will because it's not because whether he gets those linemen that is the difference in Power 5 football. They're gonna just be onslaughting onto the HBCUs, and then that schedule ain't gonna change much because the HBCUs ain't gonna respect it because they're gonna be like, well, you're leaving, playing us to play them now.
Yep.
So now you're taking away from the HBCUs.
And this is my other question, what nobody else is talking about, right? This is a business. You got to negotiate business, right? Everybody quick to blame Dion, but why is nobody talking about? Even though we know Jackson State probably wouldn't have enough, but why nobody talking about Jackson State making the proper arrangements to keep Dion?
Trying to match.
This is a business. Dion probably said, "Look, they give me full control of this and more opportunity, but my heart is here." My only problem that I had was, Steve had people stealing stuff from me. He had to spend his own money. Okay, I don't want to spend my own money. I want this for my players. We got to move up. Can you do this? They probably looked at him like, no. So I got to go over here business-wise. But nobody talks about that. People just say, you left us, Dion.
They probably politely said that, and he probably gave him the negotiation table too. Like, because, he's
upfront. He's very upfront.
We can't get that to you.
Right. He's very upfront.
Because he didn't snake him and just be like, oh, yeah, I left you.
Like, I'm out. He didn't pull a Parcells. I mean, he didn't pull a Parcells or what's his face or Bill Belichick. He ain't pull one of those.
Anytime that a coaching job came up and his name was implemented and he made sure that he told the team what was going on and what he was doing, where his mind was at as far as this opportunity. Now, with the Colorado thing, it came up, and one of the guys that do the interviews with him, I watch him all the time with him. He interviewed it, and he hit him with the So what you call players in Denver this month. I was wondering if I could get a ride with you, and then it threw. He already knew. He already knew. Like what I'm saying. So it's good that he was very transparent in his whole time at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? It was great for the opportunities that he given a lot of coaches and players, because a lot of those players wouldn't even see the time of day of TV if they was playing at Jackson State without Dion being there.
Yeah, you guys went to keep in mind. You guys went from BET
right
to the Turkey. You went from BET's Turkey Classic to ESPN's Game of the Day.
Right.
And Dion made sure that they names on the back of the jersey, so you know the players.
He paid for that. He said that he was going to do that for all schools. He said that he's trying to do that shit for all schools. I will say that. He definitely said he was trying to get that shit for all schools.
Because football is one of the most hardest, like in regard to endorsements and stuff like that. That's like one of the hardest sports to market because they
don't see your face.
They can't see my face. like I remember we did an interview with Lee Steinberg, right? And that's the guy who's like the inspiration for Jerry Maguire. And he was talking to Phil Knight, and he said, and he told me this. He was like, he's like, why is it that that football players can't get endorsements? They can't get the sneakers because they're just as good, maybe even better than these basketball players. Like, listen, let me tell you something. If I have a basketball player that's great and he has like all the personality and he can move 1 million shoes, whereas this football player can move only 30,000 shoes, I'm going with the basketball player because first of all, he's easy to see, he's marketable, you can see him. Then you can put him in other stuff too. You can put him like in insurance commercials, ergo i.e. Patrick Mahomes and stuff like that. You can put him in underwear commercials, hot dog commercials, car commercials, stuff like that. i.e. Michael Jordan.
You wildin', bro. You said underwear, hot dog commercial. You
underwear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him. We got a lot of comments. All right, I gotta go.
Mind them king.
I had to get SB had to tell me that I had to put it on. I'll try to give him a break.
It's cool.
I'll try to give him a break. But we got a lot of comments. We got a lot of comments here.
Go ahead.
Listen, DEON says he went to an all-white. What did he say?
I'm cold, man. I'm cold.
He went to an all-white one-win college program, which makes it even better, though, DEON. So you kind of hurt yourself with this one. He didn't go to a team that was already ready. He went to somewhere where he can show his worth. So in that way, I think you hurt yourself with that comment. Even though you're going to say Colorado is a white, predominantly white school, which is Cordell Stewart did go there. He was a quarterback there. But at the same token, he didn't go somewhere where it's solidified that he's going to win. It's going to be like he's going to have a chance of a 50-50 first year. He wants somewhere where it's going to challenge him, which I know a lot of his Jackson State kids was going to try to come there, and then there's going to be a lot of seniors that's leaving. So he's already tallied up those scholarships that's available and all that stuff already, and know who's going to be transferring over there to him and stuff like that. So I do understand that, but you did kind of put a stake in your own heart with that one. DEON also said black people think that in terms of individuality, never from a collective, we can never stay loyal to each other or to our institutions. Well, like SB was saying, you can't ask a man to do but so much. And at some point in time, you have to grow. So me as an entrepreneur, I'm to the age and point in my mindset is that I don't want to work for nobody, especially if it's something I don't want to do. If I have to work for somebody. If I can continue to build my businesses where I don't have to work for somebody, that's what I'm going to do. So in his situation, he went to a place where people already had a label on these kids.
Yep.
They had a label on the program. They had a label on HBCUs, period. We didn't see as much HBCUs, football, basketball, anything until Deion Sanders came to Jackson State and implemented. We need visual for these kids, not just football, but for all sports.
Yep.
And he did that. He made sure that it was known, it was heard. Everywhere he went, he spoke on it. Yep. He put his prime on it. Yeah. People listen to Deion.
They do.
So what he did, he did exactly what he wanted to do. For him to leave, I said it in a way I felt like kind of slighted because I understood, but it's just like, we always going to have that in the back of our mind. But if you leave a job to go to another job, where was your loyalty to that job that you was just at? You moved on to go to somewhere else so you can be greater.
Because if I got two things to say on this, one from the perspective of from Roberto's comment, but another thing, if Deion was doing bad and they would have fired Deion, nobody would have just said, well, Jackson stayed loyal to Deion. Deion was playing bad. And also, stop putting it on. That's why I said I hate the color thing. People are trying to put a color on the thing. Other races do the same thing that they doing now too. Stop just saying only black people do that. That's wrong. Right. Y'all always saying that. Black people, why we just can't never. Other races do the same thing. When they feel like they small and you go bigger, they look at you the same way. So stop putting all stuff only on our race. Everybody, I've been hearing everybody do that. One, stop that. And two, why can't y'all just say? Why can't
That's me
y'all
is
just say
mad.
this though? Step. I'm gonna show you. You Dion. I'm Pete for Jack State. I appreciate everything you did, bro. Shake my hand. Hey, I wish you well on your endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
How is that hard, bro? What's so
That's
hard
the way.
about that, bro?
Well,
I
that's
appreciate what
because
you
it's
did.
yeah. People sometimes people
I
don't
wish
like
you
to
the best.
practice that type of like business ethics and stuff
No,
like
no.
that.
Thank you.
Some
Yeah.
ethics is just not cordial to those
Yes.
Right.
that
Oh,
they
I feel that.
when you're in a position of power, power means
Mhm.
that I am over you, and if you continue to look in that manner,
Mhm.
you'll never see somebody as equal. Whether
Facts.
that's what like a lot of people have issues, not to be in the religious thing, but with churches, these big giant churches, all these members, and a pastor can't walk past you and say your name, but you giving tithes
Mm.
every week.
Mm.
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 You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Mhm.
Larry, don't be
A
stepping on
lot,
people's
a lot,
toes, Larry.
a
Larry's
lot of
stepping on
people say
toes
that.
right now.
No,
It's
you
true.
talking.
These
Yeah, but he's
corporations,
talking.
you work
He's
for
talking
Coca
it though.
Cola,
He's
you
talking.
could work for Coca Cola 20 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
The owner of Coca Cola come walking through the building. All he's gonna do is say hi.
Hello.
He's never gonna say your name, more than
Mm-hmm.
likely, not unless somebody told him, "Hey, this guy's been over here for 20 years and just got an anniversary, and you're coming here. Just make sure you say hi to such and such."
And
Otherwise,
he'll still forget.
if they
And he
didn't give
still
you
forget.
What
exactly,
if he don't even care enough to talk to
oh,
you?
not at
Bro,
all.
that's a true story. Because I remember when I was working for Marriott, right? I was working for
Mm.
customer care.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, "Oh, JW Marriott's coming to one of our
Mm-hmm.
sites and stuff like that." So I'm like, "Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right, that's awesome." He's like, "Yeah, make sure everybody's dressed to the nines, and we gotta go out there and greet them and stuff like that." Listen, let me tell you something. When we saw JW Marriott, God bless his soul, great guy. But when we saw this guy, like this dude, I thought he was about to keel over, man. Like, and it was so funny because everybody, like, when he got out the car and he came into the lobby, everybody started, clapping, yay! Let me tell you something. You ever see Trading Places, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
All right. Remember like when they were greeting the Dukes when they were leaving to go to work?
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "Good morning, Mr. Duke. Good morning, Mr. Duke. Good morning, Mr. Duke.
Right.
Hello, Mr. Duke." That's how they were. They was like, "Hello, Mr. Marriott. Good morning, Mr. Marriott. Good afternoon, Mr. Marriott. Hello, Mr. Marriott." I'm like, this guy doesn't even know your first name.
First name
So,
First
to
name.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You want
I was
you to
like,
stay
"Go ahead,
loyal
man."
to a place. Like, get out of here,
it's
man.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
stay
crazy.
loyal. Yeah, as soon as
Who is this Jets fan? They're like,
Yep,
quiet, man.
yep,
Stop it,
yep.
bro.
Yes.
Y'all put y'all loyalty in the wrong place. People just had this imaginary loyalty or what you supposed to have this or you better be down. Like, no, bro. It's just that y'all feel like when somebody move up in a position of power, you feel like they gonna belittle you or you feel like you're getting left behind. And it's not just black people. So we need to
Right.
stop just putting it on black people, bro. Every
Linda's.
race do that.
Hey, Miss Linda, you've been MIA on me, Miss Linda. But I appreciate you being here, of course.
I
You
mean,
know I
watching
do.
Cowboys football, I'll be MIA too a lot. You know?
Good morning, Miss Freeman says, "Good morning, checking in, wishing everybody the best. I have a busy day, definitely. You guys already know my Dallas Cowboys are going to win today. You guys have a great day." Wow.
I got to give
Hey.
Miss Linda the.
I mean, who are they playing today? They're playing the Colts today, right?
That's a free
Oh,
dub.
that's
Yeah,
that's
we-
that's
yeah,
a
we
blowout.
got
That's a
the Colts today.
scrimmage. That's a scrimmage right there. Sorry, Kyle. That's a scrimmage.
And it's an 8:20 game. Yo, Coach be getting these primetime games like motherfucker, yo. I
These
don't know
bad
what's going on.
games. These-
It is crazy.
I better not see another
Badass
Colts
game.
game on primetime next year because Jonathan Taylor and them tricked us, boy. They tricked us last
He
year.
did. Yeah, badass game.
Miss Linda said that. What's next? Hold on. I got it's a lot of
No, you
comments
get them
here.
comments again.
That's Dion says that's why we stay in a position of beggary and powerlessness. That's not true.
Whoa.
I don't feel that way. I'm sorry I had to read that, but I had to read it.
Read on.
Because
Everybody
we-
type their opinion. No wrong. It's good to have that healthy conversation.
just
Most def.
but I try not to get. I remember we said we're gonna try to keep this all sports before we start getting into
Yeah.
political and stuff like that because it can weigh on other people differently. Like for me personally, I wouldn't say much about this topic. I would let Dean Smith, who's my big bro Mike, speak on this because he's more into the politics and the knowledge to speak on it. Only thing I can speak on this subject is the fact that the beggary and powerlessness words in there, and that's from me and my perspective of me being an entrepreneur and me being a worker, like that stuff, I'm always going to have power. That's how I look. SB is always going to have power. K is always going to have power. Everybody in here, Miss Linda, Keith, Daryl, Dean Smith, Deon, you have power. We're never going to be powerlessness. We're never going to have that powerlessness in us. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're strong-minded, you should never feel that way. And begging is something that we cannot do. You didn't beg for the job. You went to an interview because you felt as though that you was liable. You had enough, excuse me, knowledge and expertise to get that position. You ain't nobody going to no job begging, not unless you really, really need it, and you just like you down to your last. But that's understandable in that position. If you down to your last and you know you have nowhere else to go, that begging come in. But we should never ever say the begging and powerless. No, I'm not with that one, D. I'm not with that one.
Who up here think Deion begged for that Colorado job?
He didn't. They gave it to him.
They called him.
Actually, as a matter of fact, Colorado begged him.
Yeah, to take the
Colorado
job.
begged him. Really?
Yeah, that ruffled a little feather there, man.
I
I'm
see.
sorry.
You like them geese on Kelly Drive.
You stupid.
And they have been wild. You see the video? They've been wild.
Mama Linda said, "Oh yeah, Eagles will have a loss today." Mama Linda, let's see something here. Tennessee. We'll get into that in a second. It's on 12:15, but we in on this Deon thing, something crazy. Keith says, "You're going to turn the white program into a black program." I won't say that he's going to turn it completely into a black program, but there's going to be a whole hell of a lot of athletes that want to go play for them. But at the same token, there was white people that went to the HBCU at Jackson State. So let's not forget that.
People don't talk about
white football
that,
players.
What about that?
There were white football players that went over to HBCU over to Jackson State just to play with Deon. So it's not just a one-way thing. It's definitely not just a one-way thing. Daryl said, think about this. He went to a low bracket D1 program and he's trying to build the program up to show that he was a black coach and can succeed anywhere.
Facts.
That's it. Setting the tone, man. That's all. He's also setting the tone. He's rewriting the narrative.
Yeah. Mama Linda said I will be listening. Deon again. He says he wasted Travis Hunter college career. Dude could have been playing for FSU. I'm sorry, he didn't lose his college career because he's only a freshman. So he got 3 years, possibly 4, because I think they still giving that extra COVID year.
Yeah.
Is he
his stock didn't drop. Anybody
not
say
at all.
right? And then on top of that, didn't they already have a quarterback already in place at FSU?
Yeah,
that's quarterback university right there. As a freshman, dude, you're gonna sit. They don't care how good you are, unless you're like Charlie Ward or something like that.
And then that's like kind of contradict what you just been saying all this time, D.
But I think he just writing stuff. I think Deon just writing stuff, and I appreciate it, man.
You want Deon to stay, but Travis should have left.
Exactly.
But Travis ain't a sellout now.
What's the black thing in that? See, that's why I try to stay away from the political aspect of things. But he also said, Deon said, I appreciate the comments, Deon. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button. Deon is one of the who sold the dream of building HBCUs up. He lied to them players. He didn't lie to them players. He gave those players everything they wanted plus more. The uniforms, facility, the HBCUs in general, ESPN, the television broadcasting. And a lot of players have been taking that look and giving that HBCU in a top 5 opportunity, not just Jackson State, but other HBCUs. Remember, Eddie George is coaching at a HBCU right now as well. So it's not like he's shining light on those particular schools. Now these kids are actually leaving, whether it's just a nugget just to put up there. They still have them in the top 5 or top 10 of teams of schools that they may choose. So I do see that. Deon also says he could have went to another HBCU then. Where was he going to go? Who won the championship?
Who big? What HBCU bigger than Jackson State right now?
Yeah,
and he made that big.
Exactly. Like you ain't talking about Grambling the way you used to.
Yeah, I'm about to say that the only time you're gonna talk about Grambling is maybe
you know what I'm saying? Alcorn State.
Alcorn State.
Because he look crazy for leaving Jackson State for
Right.
the HBCU.
Dean Smith said, I wanted to stay there. I wanted him to stay there, like he said, influence more former players to coach HBCUs, like he said, make HBCUs go prime, like he said. He talks about commitment, but obviously he's not. I can't say that. I like I said before, and you are more political than anybody I know. But I look at that and say, you can't say he didn't because he created all the opportunities that you just said you mentioned in this comment. He really did.
He did everything.
He did everything. But and at the same token, it's just like us being at a job. We in a position, but do you have a position, a opportunity to grow to the next position? Do you say all the coworkers that don't decide to take that next step to say, yo, I ain't gonna leave because y'all still down here? You're not. You're not. You're gonna take that promo if you got the opportunity to grow in that business or wherever it is.
Left us. He with the people in the office now. He don't want to be on the floor with us
right.
no more.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no. We started this show, and if it's an opportunity for this show to grow with the people that been on here, such as y'all, as the people that always commenting and being part, y'all will always be part of the show. SB, we met SB through just being on live, and he comment, and then all of a sudden he's here with us every week. Why would I shit on SB once if an opportunity came in and for us to get paid some paper? Like, no, he's part of the show. Black Psychologist Podcast. They all four of us bring something different to the table, and that will always be me. I've been a loyal person all my life. You see what I'm saying? That's just how I was raised, and everybody know that. Yeah. But at the same token, everybody know if it's time to grow, some people be like, Larry, you bigger than that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You bigger than that. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that, dog. You right. But is it possible for me to grow within the realms of not turning my back on the people? Now, if do I just say no? I don't want to grow. I want to stay here with my people.
That's gonna make you frustrated. That's gonna frustrate you.
Exactly.
Right there.
Or I can grow and bring people with me. And that's what he's doing. So that's how I look at that. Deon says again, we don't never hold these sellouts accountable. He's on a streak right now.
He's on this. He must have like he's on his Tay Diggs joint right now.
What Deon do to you?
You know what I'm saying? I promise he won't hear about HBCUs anymore. I doubt that. Let me say this.
Even in basketball, you're going to hear about a lot of HBCUs because a lot of the pro players are going to HBCUs now to coach. Like, shout out to Bouncy Wells, shout out to Sheed. Steven Jackson is doing a little assistant coaching down there, too. So, yeah, it's on. It's on and popping now.
It's just about the opportunity that's going to be given to these players. You see what I'm saying? So, you can't just say that and call him a sellout when he did what he is primed to do. Prime is bring spotlight on whatever he's doing. Whatever he's doing, he's brought spotlight to that. He's giving these kids a platform. He's giving these kids the knowledge and understanding of everything. Exactly. The coaches too.
And also,
see what I'm saying?
Also the broadcasting staff too for Jackson State. Because now you hear media, them commentating. The media
everybody.
They're on top of it now.
Everybody. You can't call him a sellout. You just can't. But D, I appreciate the comments, man. He said no. He went to the only D1 school when white props let them go to. I'm not going to continue to do the white power thing because
I guess
a lot of these 90% of these colleges, if it ain't an HBCU, is ran by white people. So did you should have HBCU? I ain't going up.
I knew you was about to say too. I know you exactly about to say.
Everybody's so quick to say HBCU. Who run them? Go do your research. See who run them schools.
Exactly. Some of the HBCUs are not ran by black people. But you gotta think about it. So if you're not doing that research, you can't really say certain things, and not unless you know and have knowledge of it. You know what I'm saying? We can just say what our opinion is. But you don't know because a lot of these HBCUs is ran by the other. So you can't say that. Daryl said, I agree with SB. What more can he do besides put the spotlight on them and also at the school. He can make CFB playoffs. Why not move on and build up to a bigger program that's trash? And exactly. And if you want to show your
He didn't
worth,
go to
you start-
Alabama. He didn't go to
Right.
no set program where everything was set.
And they were saying that there was a chance they was gonna fire the guy at FSU, and he just got the job a year ago.
And that's not bogus.
And, exactly. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Daryl said the portal going to be crazy, but Betts believe that he's going to have them recruits along with Travis going to be there too. Yep.
Yeah. All the way through.
I don't believe he would have took that job knowing he can't take what's his, is this Schroeder?
Oh yeah, his son on the first
older.
train smoking to Colorado.
Yeah. And his other son that's a cornerback, but he was hurt this year pretty much. And Travis. So those three is more than likely going wherever he's going.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and then there's a couple other kids that came over there that have promise. More than likely they're gonna go too. So
And people forget that DEON really got into coaching because of his kids. So
his kids, exactly.
So he being a father. My son just put up Heisman numbers. Heisman numbers. And didn't even get considered.
Keith, you're right. I mean, DEON, you're right. Because people had the mindset like you're saying all the time. You've been saying on here about us as if the white people don't do it. Only
Don't
people I
do
know
the
that's
same thing, bro.
only people I really see that sticks together no matter what is the Asian people, Asian community. You want to be honest? Yeah, I mean Mexican, Asian community.
Let's be
It's
honest.
like,
Let's be honest. I
you know what I'm
mean,
saying?
let me tell you something. This is how you know that they are the strongest. Have you ever seen a homeless Asian before? Have you ever seen a homeless Indian before?
No.
Have you ever seen a homeless Mexican, Latino, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rican? Have you ever seen any of those before?
Maybe
Mexican, maybe in that community, but not in like
but
Philadelphia.
It's rare though.
Not out here because they'll take them in. They'll take them in. But I mean, and same thing. But that part, I can kind of agree on there. I definitely agree on that part. But as being low, as in regards to self-esteem and pride and stuff like that, no, hell no.
Yeah,
hell no.
Because everybody's so quick to say what he said, but I'm like, bro, I keep telling you, black people, we just try to highlight it because it's our race.
Yep.
Everybody does that in life when they see somebody move up to another opportunity. They feel like you selling out, you leaving us. We just say it more. In our race is a thing because obviously it's like a black and white thing. They try to put
everything is black and white when it comes to certain aspects where it's a white person in power. Yeah, for sure.
I don't
Keith
like
said,
it, so you selling out. That's like,
right. Keith said before he did it, Chris Paul was doing that HBCU basketball. That is correct. That is definitely. And what's the kid that went over to the HBCU and then wound up getting hurt, and everybody was already projecting him to be a top pick, the tall black kid.
Oh, the boy he went to Howard?
Yeah.
Went to Howard,
I forgot his name. He was tough too.
Yeah,
he was like top two in the nation. He was top two in the nation.
And he went to HBCU and wasn't playing well and was getting hurt and all types of stuff. But then he wound up flaking out, and I think he's in the G League, if that. Now,
okay.
So,
he's
but
playing,
I mean,
for pay, so he's following his dreams.
He went to a HBCU over going to a big school, and there wasn't no name coach behind that. That was just a decision that he made to bring spotlight to the HBCUs. He wanted to be the first African American top player to go to HBCU over Power 5 schools.
And,
but you know what? With that, that's going to take sacrifice too, because anytime you're the first person to do something, you're gonna get it met with the most resistance.
Yep.
So,
my question is this though: how everybody quick to call DEON a sellout? Where's all y'all support for that dude who went to the Howard and he got injured? Everybody still pushing him?
Nope.
I forgot about him.
Yep.
Nobody. Where all
me
that
too.
Where the support at? That's crazy how we quick to bring the negative energy, but when it's time to support somebody, where the support, I need to be the same way y'all putting that negative energy on DEON. I need the support from the boy from Howard. Tell me where he at now. Make sure he still get to the league because he was a top prospect before he got hurt.
Yep. Yep. But it shows because, like I said, even with the podcast, the thousands and millions of people I know, we only had like 150. We've been doing this almost a year now. 150 subscribers, and we've been doing this a year. It's like, where's the support? And this is free support. This ain't costing you nothing.
Yeah,
this ain't costing you nothing. But I learned to have. We doing this because we like to do it. It's a different platform we can add value to and spotlight to small businesses, kids, just us having regular barbershop type talk and having fun debates, cussing each other out or whatever the case may be, but just having fun. But at
Right.
the same token, it's just like, dang, I know everybody, all my friends, everybody got a phone and they go on YouTube. You ain't hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
You ain't tuning in. You ain't commenting. You ain't saying. But we got the same people every week that come in here consistently, and a couple new people. But they said the main people that will support you is the people that you don't know over the people that's close to you.
Facts.
So I mean, but I ain't upset.
I
At the
experienced
beginning,
that
I
too,
was
though.
upset. At the beginning, I was
Yeah.
upset. I ain't gonna lie. I was telling Kay like, this is fucked up, though. Like,
Yeah.
but then I was just like, you know what? We having so much fun. I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
it's just the value that and the fun that we're having with it.
Yeah.
And what I love about it, yeah, go ahead, SB.
No, I would say what you saying is 100% true. I realized that when I started my YouTube, even D, that's my boy. Just because we disagree, which we disagree a lot of stuff. That's why I said we
Oh,
had to
that's
have
your
a
boy,
conversation.
Dion.
Yeah, no, man, he came from my channel. He came from my channel, so.
Oh
But that's
yeah,
what I said. Yeah, but he can.
unsubscribe, Dion.
Stop playing
Damn.
with me.
That's my
But now,
guy, yo. I
yeah.
mess
But
with
now
you.
it's cool to have that healthy conversation. But he support me too.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, but then you get that though. I
But
done
see what
met
I'm
more
saying? Like
people
he
that got them
subscribed to
support.
you, watch you, know that you be on this channel, and come and subscribe with us and comment on us. But it's somebody I don't know. But I have,
somebody you know that ain't subscribed.
and it's crazy. And I look at it the way we had a guy. We spoke on a guy, Eugene Lett. I didn't know him personally. He passed away last week or week before that.
My
And
condolences.
yeah, that was Eugene. That what we talking about. We did the condolences for.
Right.
And he was heavy in the basketball community. I didn't know him personally, but the way he went out, how everybody was just hurt in the city of Philadelphia because of his impact. It was more of him being the man he is opposed to anything. It wasn't nothing more than that. Him being what he pushed for kids and his brotherly bond with all the older guys that probably came up under him, the same age as him, but they looked at him differently. They looked at him in the manner of it was just Gene. It wasn't about nothing else. His character spoke for everything. That's how I want to be looked at. That's how if I go, I want everybody to look at me the same exact way. But big shout out to the Let family again. Condolences, y'all lost a great one. But yeah, but we just get into this thing where it's just like you have to, and just to tap on the Kyrie situation. Kyrie, when he did what he did, but now everybody's posting how much money he's giving out, as if what he's doing with his funds is bigger than the issue that they tried to block and kill him for, that he didn't create. Come to find out, Amazon's not taking that movie off of their what you call, off the web site.
Shaquille O'Neal had it in his theater.
And now Jay-Z and the what's his name for Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos are trying to buy the Redskins. So are we going to boycott Jay-Z because he's trying to work with a guy that does? It's not going to happen.
Man. What we putting our hands in yet though, right? But we talking about this. Come on, man.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
It's
It's bad, man. It's bad. It's bad. Let me get to some
putting
more
our
comments. We
energy
got a
in
lot
wrong
of comments
place.
in here too, dog. God, I done lost.
I'm gonna say
You got on. Listen, man. You got on your soapbox today, Larry. You going in today?
I said, if you really want to go crazy, you should have just posted Dion on the picture. We used to talk about Dion all day because everybody.
I'm about to hit him in his DM and.
Man, bro.
Yo, man, we got a lot of people in here, man. We are heavily gracious of it, man.
Thank you.
It's Deon Talk, and we didn't even get into the basketball, the scores or anything like that. But I do want to try to read off a lot more of these comments, and then we're gonna get into these predictions.
All right, go ahead. Read it off then. Read it off.
Let me see if I can find where we at. That's like a ton of them. When we going on
rambling. I mean, you make it sound like it's a bad thing or something like that.
We have a good conversation though.
No doubt. All right, here I think we go. Is this it? When we tell you you're doing a job in the culture, then sell like white capital. What do you call that?
So Dion said he doing a job more for the culture, or
and then sell out to the white.
I don't think you're doing a job for a coach when you're taking the job and your son is a starting quarterback. That seems like you're doing something more for yourself too.
Yes, I agree. I agree, and I think Dean Smith. I think you would do the same if the nephews had an opportunity to do something, and they said, if this opportunity come about, if you come
You're
here,
gone.
the opportunity for your kids can be greater. Are you going to take that opportunity, or are you going to
You're
stay where
gone.
you're at?
You're gone.
Ask yourself
Everybody
that
on
question, big bro. Ask yourself that question.
Yeah. People get
Ask
too caught
yourself
in there
that
all
question.
that, like making some like Dion Captain America. He said, "All right, I'm done. Let's talk football."
D man, yo, that was great
Called him,
dialogue though. It was
he called
great
him Captain
dialogue
America.
without us going deep into
Yeah.
political aspect or anything.
Yeah.
I appreciate your comments. We appreciate your
I
comments
love
because it
having
gave
that
us
healthy
something. You know what I'm
conversation,
saying?
bro.
It's a
It is.
healthy
That's what's up,
conversation.
man.
Definitely a healthy conversation that we had in this Dion thing, which is great. You know what I'm saying? That we having this talk because we could be having a talk about him being fired opposed to him getting another opportunity.
Right.
So we had to look at it in that aspect as well too. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm,
put a short leash
mm.
on us. They put a short leash on us. Don't get it. And Lane Kiffin and all these people can go do all these crazy stunts and get another job at a Power 5 after
Or
those.
pros.
You know what I'm saying? And
Talk, Daryl.
we
Talk, Daryl.
you know what I'm saying? Daryl said,
Mm-hmm.
when the hell has Jackson State and any other HBCUs have a college game day? They're going
Absolutely.
crazy. I'll wait. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, they
yeah,
weren't ready for that. They were,
yes,
this is
yeah.
what they're doing down here?
You wouldn't let SB be a headliner on your show if he committed to just 2 shows. Dude.
Technically, our head had it already.
No, that was a good one, D.
That was a good one.
But he has been a headliner on not. He been a co-headliner when K don't make it some weeks. SB been jumping on and pause, and
Pause.
he's been
Yeah.
running with the show. So sometimes
But
it, it's about all of us. It's not just about
even
me though.
now,
You see what I'm
watch this
saying?
though. Even
Mhm.
even if I was only committed to two shows, but then I
Mhm.
end up taking our show to get us to 1,000 subscribers and get the opportunity with Barstool Sports take the podcast. So I wouldn't be. You think I wouldn't be a headliner on the show?
Mm.
What are you
Mm.
talking about?
Whoa.
But would I be a
Barstools, you
sellout?
hear us? You hear
Would I
us,
be a
Barstools?
sellout?
We here.
Would I
You know
be
what
a
I'm saying?
sellout?
If you're not doing anything, Barstool, we're here. If you
We
want to do
here.
something,
But now wait, I
Valley,
got a question. So
Valley
would
Sports
Step
here
and K be sellouts for going off YouTube and stop being independent and take an opportunity of the podcast, go to Barstool because it's ran by a white dude. And I can't and I headline because I'm doing
SB.
2 shows, but I got us stuff.
Mm.
Answer that for me.
Speaking
all
to
day.
existence, brother.
Please
You're
do.
not gonna
Speaking
just
to
asked.
existence.
Come on,
That's
man. You
where
gotta
we
put
at.
context in that. You can't just be
Mm-hmm.
saying something and don't put the context into it.
Mm-hmm.
Please do.
Take something to the next level. Cause I asked that D, you gonna tell them no, don't take it? Stay independent on YouTube. No.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
I'm just asking.
Nice. That was a good comeback. That was a great comeback. Hold up. He
Shut-
did. Not for 2 shows.
shows.
SB. Be real.
Oh yeah,
You got to negotiate
No.
that. You got to negotiate that.
Nah.
if the 2 shows take the show to the
If
next
the 2
level,
shows take the shows to the next level, 2 shows it is, and that's all he has to show up for is 2 shows.
We're good.
And we still on?
Yes.
What?
We're good.
What are you talking about?
We solid
You get the
we're good.
results over anything.
for sure. For sure.
Men
Hold up.
lie, women lie, numbers don't.
don't.
Numbers don't.
Oh man,
Raheem
Heem,
says,
what
"What's up,
Heem?
fellas? Cowgirl
That's
suck.
what
Cowgirl suck.
yeah, talk to him.
Ho, Heem,
It's
you
trash.
forgot about the
Let's go
Chargers.
Eagles.
What
No,
you
he
got to
did.
say about the Chargers?
No, he didn't. No, he did.
You
No,
forgot
he
about the
didn't.
Chargers,
No, he
Heem.
didn't. No, he didn't.
Please speak on the Chargers too, since you want to try to go at the whole panel.
Getting a W.
Don't leave
Fly
SB out of
Eagles
here.
fly. Caw, fly Eagles
He
fly.
said caw. A-Town. Caw. Daryl said this is why private jet and you go where I watched the video. They was in a private jet when he got there. I watched the video.
Look.
Kensington. Oh, okay. Georgia 2, Michigan 3, 4 my Ohio State is the top 4 teams. Georgia, Michigan State. Georgia ain't getting in. Michigan, it's gonna be Michigan, Ohio State. It's gonna be Michigan, Ohio State. What the
Georgia.
fuck?
You don't think Georgia getting in?
Michigan, Ohio State. Who's number 1? Oh, TCU. TCU.
TCU just lost, right?
Did they lose yesterday?
I think they just
I
lost.
think
USC lost Friday night.
USC
USC
lost
was
too.
number 4.
Mm-hmm.
So if TCU lost, Georgia might hop in there.
Or Alabama. I don't think Alabama.
Alabama lost. They got 2 losses. There's no way hell. Now let's politics jump in, and then there's gonna be a whole riot if Alabama wind up getting in that.
They'll be Alabama will be playing in the Liberty. They'll be playing in the Liberty Bowl.
Yeah, so I would say Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and it's TCU. If TCU lost, then it's gonna be sheesh. That plays on USC back in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that would do. That's crazy.
Let me see that last game they played.
Good afternoon, whomever this is.
TCU lost to Kansas State. They lost.
They did.
So that means
they lost.
There's a chance USC might be able to get back in then.
Yeah, they lost 31-28.
Oh, there's a
That's what I
chance
knew
that
it was in the
USC might
30s,
be able to get back in. Ain't no way the hell they letting Alabama. I would say this college thing is rigged. I already said it's rigged somewhat anyway.
Been rigged.
Been
rigged.
Why can't we accept the fact that he's trying to change the whole narrative of the college sports period? He's opening up the eyes of the whole sports world and black coaches and the office personnel.
I still ain't hear D or D say we appreciate what he did, but I feel that. Hey, now one of them say I appreciate what he did for Jackson State.
Not at all. Can't fault Prime for taking the bag and the opportunity. He's done more for HBCUs in a short time there than people who've been there for years. That's true.
Sweat.
Nobody get a job saying that I'll work for 2 days. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. There's plenty of people out here that is just there for the couple days. A lot of these podcasts are only built on 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
So technically, me working 2 days, I'm doing overtime. Podcast only on Sunday.
We gotta create a bunch of shorts and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And then
SB took my comment.
Twice a day. We're on twice a day.
Damn, SB took my comment. That was what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I'm all for my people getting the bag. I'm all for everybody getting the bag. They say Tobias Harris overpaid, but he got to get what his worth. However you feel, you feel.
Get it where you fit in, man.
And as much as I hate the boy from Utah that got that big $253 million contract, Rudy Gobert, I hate the fact that he got that contract, but you get what you worth. If they willing to pay you that money, take it. Not saying that I believe your ability is worth all that, but if you can get it, get it.
Somebody appreciates you now.
You know what I'm saying? Right here it said charge is not worth the combo.
Hold on.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man.
We had like
15 people in here at one time, man. We ain't even got double digits in likes. That's crazy.
That's cool. Let them keep talking.
Whoever this is, that must be Man. Man must be on Facebook.
You dropped them birds on there.
Hey, he's really gonna drop them birds.
They just announced it. What they just announced?
They probably just announced that he took the job.
I announced that last night.
Well, Daryl probably just saw it. They both lose.
He at Colorado University.
Yeah, I told you it was Man. He was on Facebook. Yo, shout out to my nephew, man. They won last night at Westchester University. They had a big win last night. You know what I'm saying? He didn't play too well the other night. He was a little upset. I need to give him a call, but I don't want to know if I want to give him a call because sometimes he don't. He loves when I give him my aspect of the game, but at the same token, he kind of hate it.
You don't want to hear the breakdown.
Yeah, he don't want to hear it.
You got to hear the good news, and you got to hear the good news and the criticism too. Like, listen,
exactly.
Just say,
like he loved me to death, but you know how I critique the littlest things, and he'd be like, "Oh, like what?" Like, no,
because you
gotta pay
see the
attention.
game. I mean, you see the game. That's how it is. It's like,
he respects it though. Y'all tripping 2 days and y'all can make a difference. Yep. 2 days. If Barstool give us a concert, y'all got this. Yep. Those 2 days we had full shows, and then the rest of the week you'll get shorts from the shows. Same way Math Hoffa now he does his show. He does a bunch of shorts clips within the interviews that he's doing. And then he had one show. Yep.
So a lot of people attention span don't do that. And then even what's the name? What's the dude name? The punter from the Colts, the old dudes. Now when he go live, he got a bigger team around him now. Obviously, they clipping the show and dropping the show while the live is going on.
Yeah. So I don't have no editor and all that stuff, and I ain't really got time to be doing all the editing and stuff.
Well, not
So
live. At the
we
same time, you ain't gonna pay attention to the show.
raw. Pause. We raw. You getting this raw. You getting this raw.
You and K on another one today, my
Oh,
boy.
shut up, man.
He talking
Man
about
said
hot
he
dogs
get the
and
bad
underwear
news from me
commercials.
right
Hot
away.
dogs underwear commercials.
All right, yo, let's get into these.
Let's run through this. Let's run through this real quick.
Because-
Let's run
Michael
through this
Jordan
real quick.
experience over there, man.
Hey, man, listen, you know,
man, make sure y'all
I
hit that like and subscribe button, man. We appreciate y'all. Remember, we on tonight again at 7:15 for the afternoon recap. But we here. It's 12:43. We got games to get through too. So let's talk about it, man.
We're gonna breeze right through it. First game up, Pittsburgh Steelers, Atlanta Falcons.
Please comment y'all predictions as well, so that we can make sure that we post that. So and Dean Smith, make sure you give your comment on your prediction because you don't trust K and his prediction.
That's fine. That's fine with me. But
saying?
guess what? I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be right today, though.
K gets these from Dean Smith. When you give your prediction, K, that's what we're gonna do. Every time K says his prediction, he gets
cool beans. Cool beans. I'm with that. I'm with that.
You got to send me that so I can put the voiceover. You got to send me that.
You probably can find it on Magic. It's called Magic Twinkle.
Magic.
What?
That's what it's called. Is that
a pause right there? Is that
no,
a
that's
pause?
the sound.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Magic Twinkle. Like this is the drum snare.
I think it's more of a pause because he designated that sound especially for you. That's kind of
right.
Yeah, I love it. I embrace.
We could change.
You love the Magic Twinkle? Whoa, what?
I'm gonna change the name.
I embrace it.
You embrace it? Whoa.
I embrace it. I make friends with it.
Hey, add that sound back. Hey, yo.
Magic Twinkle.
PG. Pineapples.
Listen, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers playing in Atlanta against the Falcons. The Steelers are coming off their 2 road games. They're going to be a little tired, but Kyle Pitts is not playing. So the defense for Pittsburgh is going to show up. The Steelers are going to win.
He gave his whole report for the weekend.
But he gave my whole resume. What did you?
He got Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Chicago, Jacksonville, Minnesota, Washington, Philly, Seattle, Miami, KC. I'm about to say the Clippers. Ain't that a bitch? Chargers.
I do the same thing too. Go ahead.
Chargers, Cowboys, and Tampa Bay. But
yeah.
Go ahead.
I can tell you right now that Bears pick a bad pick. They finna tank on purpose. They finna lose this game on purpose.
All right, let's go. Pittsburgh, Atlanta.
30-14.
I got Atlanta.
I ain't saying the Skulls unless it's like one of them, like a good game. But
if
it's a bad game like this, I'm just saying Atlanta.
Take Atlanta.
Okay. Steelers.
Okay. Denver, Baltimore. SB.
Ooh. Oh God, Baltimore. Easily.
Okay.
Baltimore
it is. Landslide. Go ahead, SB. You got the next one.
What's the next one? Because my schedule look different than y'all's.
Green Bay and Chicago.
It's blurry. The Packers win it easily because the Bears going to take this game because they don't want the Packers to get a higher draft pick.
And I don't know if Justin Fields is playing anyway. So
he's not playing.
Oh, so is Aaron Rodgers playing?
He owns the Bears.
But is he playing?
Owns the Bears. I don't know. I think Jordan Love playing.
If Jordan Love playing, we might have a tie.
I hope Jordan Love play and go off. I hope Jordan Love play and go off, and they hype it up that they need to trade Aaron Rodgers, and then Aaron Rodgers be out the division.
Girl got Pittsburgh, man got Baltimore, and then man got Green Bay. I got Green Bay. No, who's the backup for Chicago?
A bum.
Daryl, who's y'all backup?
A bum.
So let's get back to that game. Then we got Jacksonville, Detroit. I'm gonna have faith in Detroit and watch they let me down again. Now I'm gonna go back to them. The last 2 weeks I ain't had no faith in them and they won. Now I'm gonna go to them.
I got Jacksonville Jaguars winning 17-10.
Oh, you said a score. That's gonna be a nice tight game. So I'm going. I say a score. I say a score too. Let's go Detroit 21-13.
Detroit is
21-16. 21-16. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. We got 12 people in here right now. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Let's be Talk Sports. Make sure you hit his YouTube channel and you in the basement next up with K. And also Black Psychologist Podcast. He's not here with us today, but he's away. He's doing what he got to do. Make sure you like.
Love Doctor.
Love Doctor.
You know what I'm saying?
What's next?
Jags.
We got
Jags,
Cleveland and Houston. Welcome
Drama.
back.
Oh,
Welcome
Drama.
I
back.
gotta watch this
Welcome
game.
Drama.
back.
Yo, that's gonna be the game of the that's gonna be
You
the
like
game of the week.
that.
Quiet as kept.
Yo,
SB.
they gonna have this
They gonna
on every channel, every red,
Man,
everything.
listen.
I'm with the
They
shits
gonna have
with this
massage
one.
tables in
I'm
the crowd.
going
Boy, they
with
finna
my
go
boy
crazy.
Watson,
Matter of fact,
and
I'm
he's
gonna
gonna
see
show
what Tony
out.
start.
He's gonna show out. He's gonna show out.
What time this game start? At 12?
That
1
game
o'clock.
is at 1:00.
In 12
What
minutes.
channel
Get
this
your
game is
get your
on?
fantasy
What
Get your
football. Get your
popcorn.
lineup.
How Theo say, get your popcorn ready.
Get your
It's
popcorn
about to be
ready.
crazy on CBS, NBC, Fox, all those NFL Network, Red Zone. They gonna be
WHYY, PBS,
all
BET.
over. Yo, listen, in the basement next up, we gonna be covering it. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be lovely. Yo, we can't help it.
I got one
Can't help
question. I got one question. I want to like switch to like, how do y'all
Talk
feel
to
about that the women gonna be at the game?
That's corny. See,
I
they
think that is
drawn.
whack.
That is whack.
That's whack. It's all the way drawing.
I thought y'all was
Like,
traumatized.
The thing,
Right.
I see. This is the I hate. That's
I want to ask a quick question. You ain't gotta go deep into it. I just asked a quick question as I was asking.
all right. Yeah,
That was
I'ma just
weird.
leave
It was
that.
weird.
It's-
It was weird to me.
It's like you're protesting for no reason. You're irrelevant
Yes.
now. You got your money. Now you trying to. The man never touched. He asked, and they said he flashed him or he exposed himself. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. Yeah, we got the DBA. He was a wild.
There's no rape.
Mm-hmm.
There's no touching.
Right.
He had no contact. It was all verbal and exposure, so they say. Anyway,
And they got paid. But
And they got paid.
And they was wild for bringing them to the game though. But that Houston Texas crowd finna go crazy.
oh my gosh,
Woo.
yo.
They finna sell out this game.
Oh my
That's gonna be a
gosh.
sellout. I see a
Oh
lot of
my
middle
gosh.
fingers. I see a lot of middle fingers and pointing and shelling
Oh my
and
gosh.
yelling and all types of insults being thrown down there.
Oh
And
my
yeah,
gosh.
And I'm gonna tell you right
The Browns
now,
win.
the Browns finna beat the
But the
dog
Browns
shit out
still
of
win.
Yo, it's a statement game if it ain't been any other.
Man,
Deshaun
Oh my
Watson.
gosh.
I ain't gonna lie, my first touchdown, I might try to run that motherfucker in and just talk.
And just throw that joy, hum that joy, yo. Then you gonna have a lawsuit because he hit somebody with the ball. You never know.
Yep.
This is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy in there. Daryl said, I guess Simeon. Is that Trevor Simeon?
Trevor Simeon.
Trevor Simeon? Yeah, I'm definitely going with Green Bay then.
Yep. Let's see. We got
Daryl
the Jets and the
Jacksonville
Vikings.
Daryl took Cleveland.
I'm picking the Jets. I'm picking the
I mean,
Jets.
we knew that though, but that was Man
Man said I
why
would
the
win the
snap?
game and get on the middle finger.
Yeah,
he
man.
He might get they gonna find any kind of way to draw up some crazy shit. And what's crazy is these announcers and analysis, now whatever they call it, they're gonna stir the pot even more. They ain't gonna know how to leave it alone. And that's gonna be the bad part about it.
It's
There's gonna be a whole lot of shade being thrown this way. A whole lot of after.
I don't know
after
why he
action.
should be playing. And
I think it's reprehensible.
You see how Deshaun Watson rubbed down to that first down?
Yeah,
gonna be all that stuff like that, bro. They gonna
he
be
slid. Like
he
Kind
exposed the ball right there.
Yeah, kind of like how he
right.
slid to those females, those victims.
I'm taking Minnesota.
Okay.
Jefferson gonna have a huge game.
Because they got Mike White.
I'm taking
Mike White, baby. Mike White.
Jefferson by 13.
Overrated.
Shout out to the NFC East too, because if you look at the NFC East and the AFC East, like if the playoffs started right now, all those teams are in. Literally,
I'm shocked by that.
We're all there.
Daryl said they're gonna dress up like masseuses.
Stop! I don't condone that behavior, Daryl. Stop, Daryl. That's not cool. Yo, we have a lot of photos there in the basement. What next step?
I didn't laugh
be like,
I didn't laugh at that at all.
You're next.
Hello? Listen, here's the basement of Next Step and K with SB's Talk Sports and the Black Psychologist Podcast. We don't condone or we don't display any of these type of compliments.
Listen, we love our women of the basement, LaShawn, Miss Linda, Sabrina, who else was Tracy. We love all you. You know, it's no kind of, we're just having fun. You know how we do. We're just having fun.
Malicious,
no malicious
disrespect whatsoever. We
at
do
all.
not here.
We do not.
I'm in the basement with next step in K. We do not, and I repeat, N-O-T, not, capital letters, boldface. We do not condone that type of behavior that Deshaun Watson has displayed.
No, that they say allegedly. Allegedly.
You know, so
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
yeah. So
Let's keep it
so you
being.
guys have
Allegedly.
the Vikings. So you guys have the
Yes,
Vikings.
Daryl has Minnesota too.
All right, cool beans. Next game coming up: Washington Commanders and the Giants. I'm taking
Man,
the
say
Commanders.
fuck out of here, K. Y'all not winning.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm taking the Commanders over the Giants.
I'm taking the Commanders. They rolling with Sam Hinkie. Not say Sam Hinkie. Heineke, whatever his name is. Yeah, they rolling.
The beer drinker.
Yeah.
Yup. So I'm going with Washington. Close game, but I'm going with Washington.
Yeah, same here. I got like 21-19.
What's next?
The game of the week for Philadelphia fans, Tennessee Titans and the
King
Eagles.
Henry.
Drama.
King Henry. Let's go, Titans. I'm taking Titans.
Oh, I heard the hater.
I don't want to say that.
I heard the hater your voice picking them. Hater. I heard the hater your voice picking.
You ain't lying. That was all hate. That was all hate. That was all hate.
It was. I got
You know we had to, man. We got to. You know, I want nobody's banning man. Yeah, we got to. We couldn't say that. I don't want Mama Linda and them to come up in this joint and be like, "No,
man, listen, I am not trying to get stabbed, yo. I am not trying to get stabbed."
K is always he's closer than everybody. All the young ladies that's within the office. Yeah, so he took the Commanders. Dean Smith said he took the Giants.
I ain't mad at it.
Man got the Eagles.
I got the Eagles
too.
Man said cut it the fuck out. You right. I got a Philly winning.
Only thing I'm saying, this is gonna be a test for this defensive line. I think is they still hurt a little bit, or is they back healthy?
Sue playing.
Sue, okay. This is gonna be a test for the line. That's it. But I got the Eagles.
Can't stop the run.
As long as Ryan Tannehill is the starting quarterback,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They division just trash. So obviously you got the coach of your division. You can do whatever you want to do. You can have a trash. You can survive with a trash quarterback. So.
Daryl said Eagles by 20. I don't see it being that bad.
Not by 20, but I got about double digits though. Double digits.
I got Eagles by 3. 10. I got Eagles by 3, maybe.
But Kay, say one of your numbers that we'll be like.
Oh, cool, awesome! Thank you for the segue. Okay, well here's my prediction. If you want to hear that, can I have the sound effect again, please?
Put out 11 points or something. Let's go 1-2.
Eagles win 27-24.
That's a real score.
That's a real score.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can divide. I can multiply and subtract too,
That makes sure now. We got to check on you over there, man.
Eastern University has been good to me. They have been really very good to me.
Oh, Jordan Davis playing this ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, man said Jordan Davis playing. Dean Smith got the Eagles by 14.
Who next?
We got the Seahawks. Seahawks at the Rams. I got the Seahawks 30-20.
I got Seahawks. Geno gonna have a big game. He's been playing pretty well last week, but they came up short. But I think Rams up. So that's the landslide. We all there. And we have
another good game. The Dolphins at the 49ers.
That might be the game of the week.
That's going to be a game of the week.
Yeah, that's going to be yeah.
Nah. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
That's
a couple good games on this.
Cincinnati Kansas City game of the week. Can we get what y'all think? Cincinnati, Kansas City.
Oh, that's going to be a shootout.
Or
Kansas City try to get back.
Or Miami,
San Francisco.
Game of the week.
I mean, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins versus the 49ers because they both been rolling as a team, and the Chiefs and the Bengals game depends on Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes going off with.
Oh shit! Your fantasy.
Did you do your lineup? Well, I did my lineup. Did you guys do your lineup? That's my
lineup was good. I'm already beating step in basketball, smacking.
I ain't actually.
I'm getting smacked around too because everybody on my roster is injured.
We wasn't talking about basketball right this moment. And my tablet is dead. Ate this up.
Oh, that's it for you, my friend. You done gave up a Sunday. That's it for you.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I think with Kansas City and Cincinnati.
Is Jamar Chase playing this week?
He's definitely playing.
He's back.
Definitely playing.
I'm going with the Kansas City Cincinnati game.
Yeah. Plus, ain't nobody gonna be playing defense in that game anyway. Nobody's not gonna stop anybody. Everybody's just gonna be scoring. So I got them winning by 35-34.
Matter of fact, I thought about the Chiefs in my team division. The Chiefs need to lose. I got the Bengals.
And then the last one before that is the Chargers and the Raiders. I mean, is anybody gonna be watching that game? Probably not.
Me? You a hater? My
bad. Oh, I forgot. That's my fault. Let me take that back. Let me take that back.
Yeah, well, listen.
There's quarterbacks in the league and all his wide receivers out. Let him get Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Watch him go on.
Listen.
Haters, man. They hate on this show, man. They some haters, all right?
Man says Seahawks Geno is having a great season. Man got the Dolphins. Man say he needs San Francisco to lose. Man says KC over Cincinnati. Daryl says, but them 1 + 1 yards the other week did add up, huh?
I'm laughing at SB, man. SB was laughing at my freestyle, yo.
Yeah, he tried to be LL Cool K. All right,
Daryl got Miami. Daryl got Bengals, and man got the Chargers. Yo, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button. We back at it tonight at 7:15 to do the afternoon recap, the evening game, which is the Indianapolis Colts versus my Cowboys, and we will talk about the Monday night game, which is New Orleans versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Once again, I'm going to give a shout out to everybody who commented, DEON and everybody for the great comments and debate and controversial comments you made. We want to definitely shout out to SBK, Black Psychologist Podcast. Thank y'all for all the birthday wishes this past weekend, man. I appreciate that. It goes a long way with me, man. For real. I appreciate that.
What's about 60?
Oh, these nuts. Listen. So,
you got a little touch of gray that I see, bro. You touched me.
It's more than a touch of gray, bro. But man, my shout outs is that way. Shout out to my nephew, Xavier Brown. His birthday was Saturday as well. His birthday was Saturday. And my neighbor Lawrence, who let me celebrate my birthday with his birthday last night at his 50th birthday party. So yeah, thank you. I thank y'all very much. Thank you for the birthday shout out, my little bro man. And everybody that's in. SB, any comments? I mean,
man, shout out everybody. It was a good show, man. I love
Definitely.
it. Good, healthy conversation. We got it in today, man.
Yes, sir.
It's a great show. Happy birthday to the old man next to me. He got pushed by 50. Born 19. He halfway Santa Claus. He just a couple more white. He gonna be Santa.
You just hope you wish to get to my age. How about that? That's how the old man used to tell me.
You'll be there. God willing. God willing.
God
willing. You know, we gonna be there.
He'll be there.
I ain't got no beard, though. My face is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, regular. So y'all looking like the Just for Men commercials over there, man. With the y'all look like the dudes on the box over there, boy.
I'm trying to get like Ron Isley.
Oh man, yeah. What's you call? What's the quarterback? I mean the coach, Bubby. What you call over at Houston?
Lovey Smith.
Lovey Smith.
Yeah, you looking like Lovey over there, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Ron Isley.
You said Ron Isley. It came over there look like somebody from the Foul Heartbeats over there, man.
Shout out to you, man. We definitely, but man,
I'm trying to get like y'all.
What's your shout outs, man? What's your shout outs?
Yo, man, shout out to a great podcast today, man.
Definitely, today was great. Today was definitely
awesome.
great.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Freemans. Shout out to Kyle, Black Psychologist Podcast, SB Talk Sports, Larry, of course. Happy birthday, man, and also to the Scott family. Shout out to the G family too. It was great seeing you guys yesterday and the day before. Keep up the good work and everything. Keep up the good work up there at Penn Charter. Shout out to everybody who I have missed. Blame it on my mind. Don't blame it on my heart.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, we definitely will be back on here tonight at 7:15. Make sure y'all lock in with us, because everybody don't be locking in with us at 7:15. I know it's kind of, in between the dinner time and things like that. But lock in with us. We need that, man. Make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend so that they can lock in with us as well, man. This talk is about everything. Especially if y'all team lose, especially these Beagles fans. If y'all lose, I know y'all ain't gonna show up out here, because that's gonna be like the end of the world. But at the same token, man, please lock in with us. Let's have this healthy debate again. And once again, I say thank y'all for tuning in to In the Basement with Next Step in KSB Talk Sports Black Psychologist Podcast. I said, we built this platform for us, by us, for us. You know what I'm saying? We have nothing.
It's gonna be a sellout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. We get Barstool's SB is gone. You know what I'm saying?
I'm leaving.
He's gone.
I'm like Uncle Elroy. When I got my money, I was gone.
I was gone.
For sure, man. But yeah, we appreciate y'all for locking in with us. See us again tonight at 7:15 p.m. for the afternoon recap. Sunday night football game, Monday night football game, and a little bit of basketball. What's going on this afternoon? So with that being said, we out. In the Basement, SB Talk Sports. Next Step K, Black Psychologist Podcast. Until this evening, deuces. We'll see y'all.
Go Jets!
Oh no!
Oh,
and the stream will end like this. In the mind of K. Deuces, y'all. See y'all tonight.